Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Season 3 Wednesday night playoffs here at Valhalla. Our opponents here, we're just getting started off in our first match for the night. I think they just finished their warm-up throws, and they're about to go live into all these throws here with it. Let's see how they're progressing real quick. This is our light and cozy Wednesday Murder League. So it's a short, quick bracket, but every match stays pretty tight, and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of upsets all season long. So right now there's just a short handful of us getting through this bracket tonight. So our top seed thrower, Grammatical Error, no surprise there. He's taking a bye to kick into this and waiting to see if Green Man or Queen of Bulls is going to be taking him on later here. And then, in addition to that, we've got Barbara taking on yours truly, Napalm Dairy Farm. And I guess we're going to see how that pairs out. Pretty decent and even spread of averages across this season. And quite a good handful of clutches, so everybody's building up into it, and this should be a match. And if I hear right, we are already jumping into Big Axe after our first 5 throws, so that should go to show you. It's already going to get pretty intense. Thinking they're getting into their first practice throws. Good start, good start. Queen of Bulls kicking it off. Oh! Low and away. Giving Green Man a pretty comfortable window here just to stick something inside the paint. Oh, my. And he didn't sleep on it. He capitalized straight into a premier bullseye. That would have been a tough to match no matter what. So our league runner, Green Man, is going to kick off the first round win of the match. This is best of 5 as we get started here, and they're going to go right into round 2. And as we get into our third X, ooh, a bull and a 3 means Queen of Bulls, very aptly named, is going to tie that out as we go into the 4th X. Looks like another low 3 for Green Man. High 3 on that, and we're staying tied going into the final X. We're both staying down, looking to see if we can get into overtime again. Low 3. Let's see what Queen of Bulls can do here. Much closer, but managed to push just out, and we are tied up again. They're going straight back into Big X. This is going to be a tiring-ass night. All right, Green Man winding up. Ooh, up and away. Still managed to sneak in a 1. So Caitlin's going to follow up. If we keep it nice and relaxed the whole way through, she can at least stay in paint to tie it out. Oh, too much gas. I think we're just pushing it into the board there. So Green Man is going to take round 2 as well. So Green Man holding on to a 2-point lead as we get into the third act, still staying pretty close. Low and away, looks like it might almost be a 1. Queen of Bowls with a solid 3. He did, so that is going to tie it up as we go back into the 4th X. Ooh, Queen of Bowls with a 3. Green Man might have tucked that one in, but I would probably get a second pair of eyes on it. All right, his opponent says it's good. So he takes a 2-point lead going into the final axe. Thinking Queen of Bowls is going to defer here. So Queen of Bowls with a 3. Chose to throw first, even though Green Man was in the lead. So if he can hit a 3 or better. And he smoked that with the bullseye. And I think that is going to put that out of reach and take the match. Great throwing to kick things off. Jumping right into big axe just over and over again. Sets a pretty heavy precedent for the rest of the night, I think. All right, sounds like I'm about to have to get in there to take on Barbara. So I'm going to leave y'all in the capable hands of Green Man. Good throwing, dude.
Thank you, man.
Nicely done.
All right, thank you guys for joining us for Wednesday night Premier Axe Throwing League. I believe this is Raid 3 of the 2025 season. And I am your host, Green Man. Just played Queen of Bowls in a very tight matchup. Even though it's a sweep, it was not an easy sweep. 2 of those rounds went in overtime, and for Big Axe, Queen of Bowls, also known as Caitlin, has been really doing well here in this league, and we are all pulling for her for success and doing well. She has made some great improvements in the last 3 leagues that she's been in here. Looks like they're doing rock, paper, scissors to see who gets which side. If this is any indication of what the actual match is going to be, this is going to be very close to come down to the wire. Ooh. All right, so we have Napalm Dairy Farm to the left, Babs to the right. So we have 5 people competing in this tournament. We have Queen of Bowls, myself, Green Man, Babs, Napalm Dairy Farm, and Grammatical Error. The way the bracket is formed is that we have Grammatical Error waiting on the match between myself and Caitlin. So I will play him next in the second round of the A bracket. So that was kind of a play-in game with me and Caitlin. So now we are starting basically the first round of the A bracket. Looks like we got a 5 for Napalm Dairy Farm and 3 for Babs. These two opponents have played each other quite frequently throughout the time that Babs has joined for the leagues. Bullseyes for both players. Napalm takes a 10-8 lead going to the third X. Bullseyes again. All right. Going up for a clutch. Napalm has a 2-point lead. Ooh, I think Babs has the 5. Putting a little bit of pressure on Napalm. And he's also got the 5, so Napalm will take the first round over Babs by 2 points. So for those who are unfamiliar with axe throwing, there are 2 different kinds of scoring. There is the first is standard, which as long as majority of the axe gets inside the lower or the higher scoring circle, then that point counts. If it's majority in the lower point circle, that's what counts. But in Premier, all part of the axe that is in the wood has to be within the higher scoring circle, or else it will go to the lower scoring circle. Looks like we're starting off bullseyes through the first 3 rounds here, or 3 throws. This is round 2. And the way the tournaments work is that it will be a best of 5, at least early on in the match. So basically first to 3 round wins the matchup. Tied at 20. So both players are going for clutch. On your 5th throw, you have the option to either stay down, or you can go up for the clutch, which is the smaller circles up on either corner. And for Premier, you can either get the 5, meaning that you cut in through the green, or you get a Premier, which means there's a small box inside the green circle. If the blade of your axe goes through the top of the box all the way to the bottom, then it is counted as 7 points. So right there, Napalm Dairy Farm got a 7, and Babs did not get any clutch points. So now Napalm Dairy Farm is up by 2 rounds to 0 in this best of 5. Got 5 again. Oh, and yeah, looks like Napalm got a 3, so that may open the door for Babs to get this win on this round. Might have a little change in the scoring here, so I think they're saying that Babs' first throw was a 3, and then Napalm's second throw is a 3, so we should be tied. Yep, there we go at 13. Bullseyes are right there. think Babs missed his clutch throw. So Napalm can close it out. He gets a spicy. So he takes the round win and the match win, 3-0. So now Babs will go down to B bracket. He will play Queen of Bulls. And we will get the matchup ready with Grammatical Error and Green Man, myself, coming up.
Back and forth and back, huh?
All right, once Matt finishes up his warm-up, we got to go in and join the match, and then we will have Napalm Dairy Farm to switch over for the broadcast.
All right, all right, all right. So these guys are kicking off their very first throw. We got and there they have it. So kicking it off their very first throws. Grammatical Error on the left, Green Man on the right. Thus far, tied out 10-10. Oh, Green Man low with the 3. Grammatical Error still sticking a bunch of bowls. Another 3 for Green Man. Bullseye for Grammatical means he's getting a 4-point lead going into the final. Looks like Green Man's going to join him and going up for clutch. Oh, don't know what that one is. Looks promising, but a little high. Oh. Oh. So Grammatical is out. He is wide to the right. We're looking to see if Green Man is catching the heel, and he is. Down by 4. Still takes round 1 by a point. Keeping it interesting. This is still best of 5. We're in the second bracket of A at the moment. 2 bowls keeps us tied at 5. Looks like it might be another bowl for Green Man. Definite bowl for Grammatical. Oh, he caught the heel. Grammatical takes a 2-point lead as we go in the third X. Green Man can words. There we go. If Green Man can square away a few more bullseyes as we get along here, that'll still keep him with solid touch clutch range. There it is. There it is. So Grammatical holding on to a just 2-point lead. And we are both going up for clutch. Oh, no. Let's see if Matt can get his. That's looking pretty. Full contact on that. It's going to give him A perfect round to tie this up, 1 round apiece. We go into the third. We got a 3 on the right and a bull on the left. Oh, jingle jangling on the sideboard there. We're trying to figure out, and I can't get a bead on either one of these guys. Nice. Oh. So Green Man hitting just enough threes through the course of the first 4 throws. Still put it just out of reach, but showing just how close it's going to be anybody's game right now. They're tied at 5 going into the second X. Tied 10 all going into the third X. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. 15 all as we go into the fourth X. Oh. Going to be a little low. Good bit low for Green Man, but that is going to just put it in a 2-point game. Green Man looking like he's finally going to defer. Smart choice, putting the pressure on Grammatical to at least get a touch clutch to force a premiere out of this one. Now, I'm going to be honest, that looks like he got every part of that. I mean, we're looking at, unless it's too far to the right. Oh. But Green Man, unfortunately, a little too low, so even trying to get a premier clutch of his own. Couldn't quite do it, but great match, 2027-2027 for Grammatical. And a very healthy set of 20s and teens for Green Man as he's going into that 3-1 match. Nicely done. So, Grammatical is moving on into A finals, playing some jabroni. And then from here, we are going to move on down to our first B bracket match, which is going to be Queen of Bulls and Barbara. Let's see, Queen of Bulls here, really making a crazy amount of progress this season. She was also our most improved player again for this season from last season. Went from spending all of last season just always staying out for points, putting away some major high scores on Bulls, to then we finally twisted her arm to start going up for clutch more often. So her average dipped quite a bit as she was exploring new territory. But still puts in some healthy follow-throughs and all that, and will definitely give Babs a run for his money as we get rolling into it. Great throwing again, man.
Thank you. That
Way
was
to-
that was a tough battle.
I thought for sure you had him 2 rounds out of those
It was close.
out of those 3. I forgot. I didn't realize that it was a 6-point spread on it, but
Yeah.
closing in on really good clutches in the pinch.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's definitely something that's improved the last couple of weeks, I think. So
what are we eyeing up here as we've got Babs and Queen of Bowls getting started, and one of the 2 of them being your next potential competitor?
I mean, Queen of Bowls have been throwing really good. I mean,
Yeah.
tied me the first 2 rounds. So this is the thing I love about this league is like anybody could really pull off an upset and really kind of make headlines. So
Yeah.
I'm not counting her out for this one. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins at least 1 round on here.
Both of them make us nervous. I would say yes. Staying healthy and consistent in those first 4 throws is like what determines everything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And she can definitely do that. At this point, we're trying to keep an eye on Babs and making sure at what point he's going to need an axe caddy so that he's not getting so many steps in tonight.
Yeah, he's a tough guy though. He's gonna work it out somehow.
He will. He's not going to say it till it's too late.
Yeah, probably. All right, so we got Babs and Queen of Bowls up. So as I said earlier, playoffs, some people just really shine. And I think Queen of Bowls has really been doing spectacular, especially in this league, because this is a very brutal league. We have basically 3 of our top players are top 200 in the country as far as axe throwing is concerned. Ooh, drop for Kaylin. That's one thing, though, that she has diminished her drops as of recently, too. She did have a bit of a problem with that early on, but their drops are really diminished this league. So I think it's kind of shows her progress as time has gone on. We got a bull for Babs, and Caitlin recovers with a 3. Ooh, drops are coming back to bite, but it also is playoffs can be a bit of an endurance test, really, because you're throwing a little bit more than usual during a regular season game or even a regular season week. Like most regular season weeks, you probably play 4 or 5 matches, and that's about it. Where in the playoffs, you could throw a lot more because there's more rounds. There's more games usually. So it can take a while, or it can take a lot out of players. So we got a 5 for Babs, a 3 for Queen of Bowls. Ooh. Drops are coming back to haunt her. Hopefully she can correct that soon. So this is a B bracket. So we do have a double elimination for the playoffs. So the loser will be eliminated from the playoffs. Ooh. Drops her. Yeah, she's going to have to try to shake it off here. Finds her deficit down 13-3. The nice thing about this league, though, is if anybody's really struggling, we don't laugh or make fun of them. We really try to help them out and try to help kind of correct a couple of things, a couple of techniques, because there's a lot to axe throwing that is based on technique. That's pretty solid right there. Yeah, that's a good shot. It's good recovery. There's Babs. So I guess he's kind of taking a practice shot for the clutch. Now, you can only call for clutch in the 5th throw, but I think he was kind of doing that to make the round close. Kind of noticing that she's struggling. And that's what I was saying earlier. If there's someone struggling, we really try to do help each other out. As you saw Shane earlier trying to talk to me and give me a little bit of advice mid-match, and that has really helped me out. Babs with the clutch throw and Queen of Bowls with the 3. So Babs will take it 18-11. We are still in a best of 5, but this is the last game of the best of 5. After this match, it will be a best of 7. 2 solid shots right there. All right, opening up round number 3, pair of bowls. There's Bab's shot and Caitlin's. Got a pair of 3s. So we're still tied going to the third axe. Bab's shot very good. And, ooh, that might be almost looked like to be a 5 for Caitlin. So we're still tied at 3. There's Bab's shot right down the middle. And a good 3 for Caitlin. Breaks the tie, though. So Babs will go for clutch. And Caitlin will defer on this one. And that is no good. So Caitlin has a chance to win the round with a 3 or higher. Here's the throw. Got it right down the middle for bullseye. All right, so Queen of Bowls takes round number 3 to stay alive. So switch sides and go again. There's Bab's shot and Caitlin's. Looks like 5 for Babs, 3 for Queen of Bowls. So Babs opens up early with a 2-point lead. Babs looks to be maybe a 3. Oh, and a drop for Caitlin. Oof. That board on the left is being real wicked to her. Sometimes boards are a little bit more stiff, so you kind of have to throw a little bit harder to kind of make sure it sticks. There's Bab's throw. Looks to be down the middle, and a good recovery for Caitlin with that 5. All right, 13-8 lead going into the 4th axe for Babs. There's bullseye for Babs, 3 for Caitlin. So now it is 18-11, and Queen of Bowls is going to try to go for the premier clutch to try to tie it up. The throw, ooh, little high. I think Babs got the 5. There's Caitlin's throw, a little high. But overall, very, very good match. Well done, Caitlin. She was able to get a round in, which I was expecting and hoping for. So good job. We are definitely looking forward to having her next season. Earlier for our award, she got the most improved player of our league, and she got it last season as well. So we are definitely honoring how improved she has been since she has joined only 3 seasons ago. All right, I'll be up against Babs. So here is Shane back to finish commentating. Maybe a little bit. Babs is looking at me with a strange face. You ready? Yeah. Let's go. All right, so Babs and I will be playing the next match.
All right. So as Green Man and I keep trading off, throwing and chatting and throwing, he is about to take on Barbara. And I think this is going to be a grueling match. These guys are pretty evenly matched right now, just with the spread of bulls to threes to clutches to misses to. So they're either going to give up each round to each other by a matter of just a smatterel of points, or we're also going to see a lot of big X. And now that I covered all the potential outcomes, that was a solid meteorologist approach to how the game's going to play. Let's see how it goes. All right, I think they're going to take a one for fun if I had to guess. All right, one for fun it is. Let's see if they feel happy about it. And we're going to tap it as we go into round one. This is now best of 7 territory. We had a bull and a 3, so Babs is going to take an early 2-point lead. Great looking bull. And a probably bull? Nope. 3 for Babs, so we're going to be tied at 8 as we go into the third X. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Set of bulls will put us tied at 13 going into the fourth X. Excellent. Great set of bullseyes as we go into the final X. So these guys are going up for sure. Oh, perfect height. Perfect height for Green Man. Easily a 5. We're assessing. Oh, looks like he caught it tight. Perfect. So Babs with the miss means Green Man is going to take round 1, 23 to 18, and we're going to go into round 2. Looks like we got a 3 and a bull. So bit of history repeating here. Babs taking an early 2-point lead. Maybe bull. Definite bull. Nice. Yeah, we got it. Score is 10 to 8. Going into the third X. Ooh, low and away. Babs with a hardcore bull. That score is going to put us 15 to 11 going into the fourth X. Bullseye for Green Man. That could. Yeah, I think he tucked it in there. Nice. Pair of bullseyes is going to keep Green Man alive. Right now the score is 20-16. Green Man is going to defer. We got a touch clutch, which means that's going to put that out of reach. Good God. Green Man with the premier clutch. Means Babs is still hold a 2-point lead at the end of that. And right now the score is 1-1 as we go into the third round. Little low is going to be a 3 for Green Man. Great looking bullseye for Babs. Ooh, high, a little overcompensating. Babs with another bullseye is going to give him a 4-point lead. Score right now is 10-6 going into the third X. Pair of threes on the fourth X. Score is 13-9. Green Man high again this time. Now that is going to give Babs a 6-point lead. Score right now is 18-12. So everybody's going up. Green Man is low and away. Babs caught the heel on that touch clutch and is going to give him an extra 5 points. He's going to close that out 23-12 with the score being 2-1 right now as we go into the fourth X. Five, 3. Green Man taking a 2-point lead as we go in the second X of this fourth round. Another bullseye for Green Man. Bullseye for Babs. And with that 3, Green Man is going to give the lead back so that we're tied out at 13 on the fourth X. Ooh, low and away. 3 for Green Man is going to give Babs a 2-point lead with that bullseye. So the score right now is 18-16. Green Man's going to defer again while Babs is going up for a clutch. Looked like he clipped that thing. So Green Man looking for another premiere. Oh, great looking lineup. He needed just a lot more height to it. And with that, we're currently sitting 3-1 as we go into round 5, but it's not over yet. Bull for Green Man. Looks like Babs managed to tuck it in, so we're tied. Scores 5-all. Another great looking bullseye for Green Man. Gorgeous. So we're tied up 10-all as we go into the third X. Ooh, I think we're just healing out on the bottom. So that's going to be a 3 for Green Man and a bullseye for Babs. So he's going to take a 2-point lead. Scores 15-13 going into the fourth X. Bulls all around. So Babs is up by 2, going up for clutch again. If he can clip even a little bit of that, it's going to force Green Man to have to split it in half on his turn. Oh, he is wide and away. So Green Man staying down. 3 or better will do it, which we know he can get if he can just keep it chill. Right down the pipe. Nicely done. So right now the score is 3-2, and we're going into round 6. So let's take a quick peek at just how these guys did for their regular season. So Babs here threw the 64.5 average. Green Man was right behind him, the 46.4. So this is the even spread right now for this season. If you can tell by clutches here, Babs with a decent bit higher on average catch on it. But as we know, when it comes down to just playing your game, if you can keep it away with decent point run and force somebody to need those clutches, whether or not they can just put them away on will, is definitely going to keep things interesting. And right now these guys are tied at 8 as they go into the third X. Oh, Green Man high at a 3, and Babs with a bullseye. Scores 13-11 on the fourth X. Bullseye for John. Green Man. Bullseye for Babs. Now that means final X, and Babs is once again sitting 2 points ahead. Green Man is going to defer again to put the pressure on him. But if Babs here can just catch the tiniest bit of toe. Good coverage on that. That is a mean hit. So Green Man looking to get another premier clutch to stay alive and go to Big X. And he does it! Let's go! Not going down without a fight. That was clutch. So he is staying alive. These guys are going into Big X. Score is 3-2. Now, Green Man has already done overtime. So Babs may or may not take his practice. If I heard that right, Babs is he's got to practice. So he's going to practice and then throw. Good start, good start. It's getting him in the range. Let's see if we can follow that up for a legit one. Now, Green Man kicked off our very first Big X attempt tonight on the very first round of the night and closed it out with a premier bullseye. So let's see if he can also channel that again. Well, make it interesting. Gorgeous. Tucks it in, keeps it just underneath that paint. So John here's Green Man, excuse me, is going to take a deep breath, follow through just like he did. Great set. Such a perfect lineup, pushing just a little high. Such a casual throw to stay alive on that one, but Babs is going to take that in overtime, 4-2. And we're going to give it up for Green Man.
All right, this is Green Man back after a thrilling match. All right, I think we will have Napalm Dairy Farm versus Grammatical Error. See if I can get this up and going. Let's see. Whoops. Nope. So they got one for fun going, and then we will get the match started. Hold on, I'm having trouble getting the scoring up, but I will get that up for you shortly. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Opening is going to be fives for both players. This is for the semifinal of A bracket. The winner will advance to the final of A bracket. The loser will play Babs in the final of the B bracket. Bulls opening up for the first three throws. So this is where we start letting the professionals have their fun playing each other. And let's see what we have. Can't really see. Think we probably both have spices. All right, tied at 27. Perfect round for both players to start off. That's how it is here. Got top of the line players. It's always a lot of fun watching them play each other because they are just super, well, I should say they are super skilled, very closely skilled, and it's anyone's game when they play each other, and very likely always goes to Big Axe too. So looks like Matt will throw his practice throw. Neither one of them has thrown Big Axe yet, so they are practicing with this. All right, so it looks like we are ready to start for this. One warm-up throw for each. And Grammatical Error will start with his. The throw. Ooh, it's just outside for 3. So 3 to tie, 5 to win for Shane. His throw right down the middle. So Shane will take round number 1, breaking the tie with Big Axe. So now they will switch, and we will do it again. Again, this is a best of 7 round, or best of 7 series, I'm sorry. So the first 4 round wins. Bullseye starting off. Ooh, Shane might be a little low, but he got it. Snuck it in. Yeah, this league is very competitive. Again, 3 of these guys are in the top 150 at least in the world. Or, I'm sorry, in the country, maybe not in the world. I don't know. I don't know the exact statistics, but they're also a great group of guys. I joined 4 leagues ago. Ooh, Grammatical Error got a 3 on that. So Napalm Dairy Farm takes a 2-point lead going into the final throw. But they have taught me a lot about axe throwing, helped me with my technique, just kind of helping encourage everything they can. And both get spicy clutches. So when Napalm takes round number 2, he's up 2-0 and best of 7. But it is very likely these two will probably play each other again, but we'll see if Babs has anything to say about that. Bullseyes again. Oh, maybe. Oh, looking a little close for Shane over there. Ooh, a 3 for Shane. So this is grammatical errors opportunity to get round number 3. So another 3 for Napalm Dairy Farm, which against these two, ooh, he's low again. This is unprecedented. Well, knowing Shane, he's going to shake it off and just start throwing bullseyes again. We'll have to check that. Bullseye for Shane. It's a clutch throw from both players. Ooh, I think that's also down the middle for both. Oh, we're having a little bit of a score issue. There we go. All right. It's like we got that sorted. So grammatical error catches up to down 2 rounds to 1. Ooh. Ooh, that was close, but I think he got it. He's kind of, I can't say he's in a slump because Shane is pretty on target, but him getting 3 threes in a row is very unprecedented. But again, he'll shake it off and go right back to throwing bullseyes. Ooh, and another 3. Shane's kind of, But grammatical error is one of those where it's like, oh, just got it in again. If grammatical error is so precise that if you make an error, he will most likely win. He's just very precise. He gets bulls very high percent of the time. And I think we got 5s all around, maybe, for Shane. Oh, no, he got a goose egg. So that ties the series up at 2-2. Wow, 19 and 18 for Shane after having 2 perfect rounds earlier. I don't know, it's still anyone's game, though. This is the whole thing about these 2 opponents. It just goes back and forth. And the only way they determine a winner is basically they have to call it after a certain number of rounds. Because I'm willing to bet if they played 100 matches, they'd win 50%. Both of them will win 50. That's how evenly matched these guys are. Ooh, Shane does... No. Man. Some reason he's kind of struggling a little bit. So Matt has a 2-point lead going into the 4th round. Or in the 4th round, going into the 4th throw, now the final throw. The throws. 5 for Matt, and Shane ties it up. So now we got Big Axe deciding round number 5. Ooh, man. I believe that's also Grammatical Error's first time not getting a premier clutch, but I would have to look at it, review the tapes, but I think that's the first time that he has not made one this match yet. Ooh, that's pretty on target. Yep, that is solid right there. Matt's throw is, that looks a little low. I think he's into 3. Yes. So Shane comes from behind, wins round number 5, and now he is up 3-2. And yeah, just like that, Shane has a round lead again. Even after his struggles in rounds 3 and 4, he got right back up and took round number 5. Bullseyes all around. Maybe a 5 for Shane. It's kind of, nope, going down to 3. This is unusual for Shane to throw as many 3s, but he's hanging in there. A lot of times it does come up to the clutch. I think he's, he's kind of just got to shake it off. And, Matt might be close. Let's look at Shane's. Here's Matt's throw. Yep, Matt's is good. Of course, Shane's right down the middle, so I believe Matt has a 4-point lead. Yep, up 20-16, going to the final throw. That's going to be hard to see. 5 for Shane, 5 for Matt, and 5 for Shane. But that means that Grammatical Error wins that round. So we are at winner take all, round 7, as to be expected. All right, there's Matt's throw down the middle. And Shane's is a little low. So Matt has an early 2-point lead going into the second throw, round number 7. Might be a little low. Shane's is right down the middle. Matt says it's good, but just close. Looks like both are good down the middle. Matt still with a 2-point lead going into the 4th axe. And Matt's, and it's tied in the final axe. What a tournament this has been. My goodness. That's at least a 5. We might have to look at that. And Shane's looks really, it's a, wait. 5 and 5. Jeez. Just missed it. Just missed it. Oh, my goodness. Could not be any more closer. This is axe throwing. It is truly a game of millimeters sometimes. So here we go with Big Axe. All right, here's Matt's first throw for Big Axe. And that, it might have snuck in. Yep, I believe that's from this angle, looks like a 5. Ooh. It's like a it's like a piece of bark that might be sticking out a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what they call. What do they call it? Call it a 5. Yep. All right. Puts the gauntlet down on this one. So Shane needs a 5 to tie. There's a throw. Ooh, it might be a little low. Oh, man. What a great match, though. Oh, man. Came right down to that wire. Right down to that centimeter. Ooh, all right. So, at this point, we have 2 more matches left. We have Napalm Dairy Farm versus Babs for the B bracket final. And that will determine 3rd place. Well, actually, we have our top 3 already decided. We just got to figure out the order at this point. So we have Napalm Dairy Farm versus Babs for the title of B bracket in the honor of playing Grammatical Error in the championship. Now, what's quite interesting is that if Babs ends up winning this match, Babs and Grammatical Error have not played each other in this tournament yet. So if he does end up winning, then it would be the first time they've played in this tournament. If Napalm Dairy Farm wins, then it would be a rematch of the A bracket. So while we kind of get things settled here a little bit, I think we're going to do one for fun. We'll just kind of show you a little bit of what is coming up. So this is our Axe Leagues coming up. Starting October 19th, we will have our Sunday brunch. It is a fun casual brunch league, standard scoring rule set. Starts at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. And then we have it's from 1 to 3, I'm sorry. So 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then on Sunday evening, it is a premier scoring rule set. So kind of take your pick on which kind of scoring you want to have. That is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday evening, starting October 19th. And then on Tuesday, we have our Tuesday Night League standard scoring rule set, starting October 1st. And then on October 22nd, on Wednesdays, we start at 6:30, go usually till 8:30. Again, it is premier scoring. A lot of the people that you're seeing here today are going to be there for the Wednesday Night League. So it'll be including Shane, Babs, also known as Noah, Grammatical Error, myself, Green Man, and Caitlin, also known as Queen of Bulls. We also usually had another person who is in the Wednesday League. His name is John Yeats, but he could not make it for the tournament today, unfortunately. But we would like to see you guys there. Our most popular is probably the Sunday brunch and Sunday evening. That has the most players, and it is very fun, very casual. So if you are very interested, please contact Valhalla, Asheville. You can look it up and find us, and you can pay for the league online, or you can come here to the Asheville Mall and pay in person. But we would love to have you guys. Other things that we have coming up too is that we also have the Ragnarok Marathon League Series. Our next series will be November 1st, the Samhain Marathon. And then this is kind of more details about it. And I think we're going to be starting off right away. So let's switch over before we miss any of the other action. All right. So that was the practice throw. One for fun. So we got Napalm Dairy Farm on the left, Babs on the right. This is to determine who will make it to the championship round. Got opening bullseyes for both players. So these two did play each other earlier in the tournament. Napalm played Babs in a best of 5. Won, I believe. I think Babs at least won 1 round on their first matchup. So now this is a rematch of earlier, but again, it is still anyone's game. Bullseyes again. Babs did get a 3 in the second throw, so he is down by 2 going into the 4th throw. And it might be a little low for Babs. And we might have to take a look here. Think they're discussing it. Looks like it's good. So only a 2-point lead for Napalm Dairy Farm going into the final throw. And here's the throws. 5 and a premier. So Shane's premier. All right. So Shane will take round number 1. Again, this is a best of 7. So it'll be first to 4 round victories. All right, let's see if Babs can win this round. Try to get a comeback going. Opening up round number 2 with bullseyes. Looks good for Babs. I know from this distance it kind of seems like it's a little low. I'll try to zoom in, switch to the cameras if it kind of looks like that. Give you a better perspective. Yep, so that's inside, and so is that one. All right, series of bowls to start off round number 2. Tied at 15 going to the 4th X. There's Bab's shot. And I think, yep, Shane got it in. So perfect round so far for both players. Gonna be hard because both are inside, so we won't be able to see exactly close-up view. So I think, yep, so Shane missed and Noah got his clutch. So now series is tied 1-1. That is right down the middle for Babs. Ooh, got it in there for Shane. So again, the streak of bullseyes continues into round number 3. There's Shane's and Babs. So this is 7 bullseyes in a row for both these players so far since round number 2. Actually, if you go into round number 1, I think Babs got a 3 in the second throw, and it's been bullseyes ever since. So now we're looking at 10 consecutive bullseyes for both the players. Yep, looks pretty solid for both. All right, going for clutch. Babs has his. Oh, that looks solid. There's Babs' premier and Shane's premier. So both of them with a perfect round going into Big Axe. So since I already threw Big Axe earlier today, there are no practice throws. They just go right to throwing. So here's Babs' throw. Ooh, a little low on that. It looks to be a 3. Opens the door a little bit for Shane. 3 to tie, 5 to win. This will determine who wins round number 3. Oh, right down the middle. Nice piece of throwing right there. All right, switch sides, and we do it again. So with that big axe throw, Napalm Dairy Farm takes a 2-1 round lead, best of 7. Bullseye for Babs. And, ooh, a little high for Shane. All right, opens up. Babs opens up with a 2-point lead for round 4. Looking to tie the series. Ooh, what happened? Wow, that is unusual. Although knowing Shane, despite all his bad throwing, he's still gonna he's gonna pull it out and win everything. Oh, we're gonna take a short little break here.
Hi, y'all.
How you doing, Babs?
Doing? How many people are watching? We got Renee watching. Renee's here. So, well, hi, y'all. Thanks for watching. We're having fun out there. I hope you are too.
So how did you feel when I got that premiere to tie it?
I loved it. I thought it was so awesome.
That was insane. Yeah. I was like, I don't know how to feel to be an opponent against it. It's like, man, you kind of like in one way you want to win, but the other hand, like, man, I don't. Yeah. So like I said, they're great guys here. We have a lot of fun. So I guess while we get a little moment, we'll talk to you a little bit more about upcoming events. I'll kind of pick up where I left off. So this will be the next event coming up. This is November 1st. So this is basically a marathon league where basically you do an entire league in one day. It's a lot of fun. You do 20 matches and the playoffs. Starts at 8:30 the practice, 9 o'clock start time. We do standard rules, and then you could, if you get an 81, you get your name on the board. It's only $100 to play for the entire day. So basically, kind of think of it as like, just axe throwing all day long. And coming here, drinking beer. They also serve a little bit of snacks here. So if you do get hungry, you can always order some food. So that is an event coming up. And on November 28th, pretty much same thing. That is the Black Friday event. So kind of pick and choose if you want to do November 1st or November 28th. That is Black Friday. Same price, same thing, just different days. And then in Yule on December 20, we have the same thing. So again, you have 3 different options coming up on whichever day you want to do. And then finally, coming up in April 17th through the 19th, we have the Appalachian Open here in Asheville. So we have 3 events that weekend, 3 chances to win. I'm here in the clank of axes, so we are ready to restart. So we are ready to go for this one. I know kind of a rare mid-round break, but players are allowed to kind of take breaks if they feel they needed. So we were just gonna kind of shake off all the rust and go at it, and starting off right away with bullseyes for throw number 3. Ooh, Babs, I think looks to be a little low for 3. And, ooh, Shane might have a 3 as well. Believe that looks like it cut through. Yep. So we have an 18 to 11 game. Babs lead going into the final axe. 5. Oh, he got the 7. Yep. And I think Shane got the 7 as well. Not going to be enough. We are tied at 2 rounds each going into round number 5. What a playoff series this has been. This has just been simply incredible. Every match has been so close, so back and forth. Even the first match of the playoffs was me and Queen of Bulls. And Queen of Bulls tied me in the first 2 rounds, and we had to go to Big Axe to settle it. So it has not been easy by any stretch of the imagination. Then Queen of Bulls did even take a round from Babs earlier in the B bracket. So it has been quite the series. It's been so much fun, so exciting. All right. Ooh, Shane might be a little high. Yep. All right. Babs with a 2-point lead going into the 4th throw of round number 5. All right. Maintains a 2-point lead going into the final axe. And all right, let's see Babs first. Oh, Babs missed. And Shane comes from behind and wins. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Yeah. There we go. So, so we are, clarifying on that one. So, yes, Napalm Dairy Farm comes back to win in that round to take 3-2 lead. So, 3 for Shane. So, Babs is facing elimination right now. This is still B bracket, and Babs has done a fantastic job going through B bracket. He beat Queen of Bulls earlier, and then beat me in a great series in a best of 5 in the B bracket. Now he's playing Shane in his 3rd game in the B bracket here, and he's kind of worked himself through. All right, bullseyes for both after Napalm Dairy Farm got a series of 3s to start this round. So Babs is looking pretty good right now, up 15-11, going into the 4th throw. And that's solid. And there's a bullseye there. All right, 4-point lead. So this might be interesting. He might decide to stay down. Yeah, there we go. Saying he might want to stay down to just kind of make sure he gets points, or maybe even put out of reach, which I think he did. And Shane can't see his, but I think, sorry for switching back and forth so quick. But I do believe that Babs took it with the bullseye to put it out of reach. And now I think we're just kind of seeing what Shane's throw is out of curiosity. I think they're gonna pull it. So that's usually a tactic, is if you can't really see it all that well, especially for the clutch, you kind of start slowly pulling it out so you can kind of get a little bit of a better look at it. See if I can change the camera a little bit to kind of see if we can. There we go. So again, with Premier Rules, it's if you see that green circle, if you get your axe blade inside the green circle, it counts as 5. But in order to get Premier, your blade has to cross from the top of that white box all the way down into the lower part of the white box. without it touching any green on the side. So they're kind of looking at it. And I think... All right, so they're going to call it, I think they're going to call it a Premier Clutch. Pretty sure. But regardless, Babs wins it. So we will have a round 7. So whoever wins will play grammatical error. Whoever loses will be eliminated. So it comes down to this. Shane's throw is high. Babs is right on target. Interesting start to this one. But Shane has been known for making some comebacks, so anything can happen still. There's Babs' throw. Ooh, a little high. Shane's looks good. Let's see with Babs right here. Ooh. May have to take a closer look. So they're kind of seeing, ooh, I think they're going to call it good. So a lot of these players are very experienced to the point where they can kind of see it. They can kind of see if the blade crosses the circles or not. That looks solid for both. All right, so it's still a 2-point lead for Babs. Still anyone's match right here. Right down the middle. Ooh, is Shane's high? Yeah, Shane's is high. So now it's a 4-point lead for Babs. Ooh, what is he going to do? Well, so here's the thing with a 4-point lead is, yeah, as I said earlier, if you get bullseye, put it out of reach. Shane is going to go. So he's got the premier, so bullseye, and that will put it away. Well done. So Babs comes back and wins. Ooh. What a back and forth game that was. The last 2 matches have come down to round number 7 and come down to the last throw. That's how close these competitors are. All 3 of them, I would say, with Shane, with Matt, and with Babs, they're almost pretty much all at the same level at this point. All 3 have the ability to beat the other, and that makes it so much fun to watch these matches play out because it's one of those where it really does come down to the last throw almost every time. All right. Well, that was, again, very thrilling. And now we decide who will take it all between grammatical error and Babs. And that is a practice throw for both, one for fun, kind of start off. So it looks like we will be ready to go. Again, thank you all for joining us. Come down to the last match. Bullseyes open up. Ooh, and is Matt's a little high? Ooh. Matt is a little high on that one. So Babs has a 2-point lead. All right, looks pretty good. Still a 2-point lead going to the 4th axe. Bullseyes for both players for throw number 4. All right, Babs is up by 2. Now, this is usually a case where they go up for clutch because even if you get a bullseye, the other can get a premier clutch to tie it. So if you go up, you kind of try to put it out of the way with a premier. And, ooh, let's see. Babs got a 5. And grammatical error may have a 5. It's going to have to, ooh, that's going to be close. Yep, Babs has a 5. It's going to be a determination of Matt's throw, whether it's a 5 or a 7, because that does make a huge difference. Because if it's a 5, then Babs wins the round outright. If it's a 7, then they go to Big X. All right, we may have to take a closer look here. We'll see if I can move this. All right, we'll kind of... All right, so the determination is going to be to see if there is... Basically, if it's straight like that box, if it doesn't cut into any of the green on the side. So from this perspective, it looks good. We can't necessarily tell from the left, but the left might probably have the key to see. And we may have to kind of pull it to see as well. Let's see if that cuts. And I think, yep, it looks like they're going to call it Premier. All right. So we are going to have Big X to determine the first round. Looks like Babs will be throwing first. Ooh, that is right down the middle. Look at that shot. Can't throw it any better than that. All right, Matt to tie. Ooh, I think he's just the outside and might have snuck in the paint. Whoa. Oh, man. Looks like by a sliver it cut through. Oh, man. Could not be closer. All right, so Babs takes round number 1 in this championship game. That was quite the first round there. Ooh, like I said, this between these 3 players, anything can happen. All right, bullseye for Matt. And I think, yep, Babs is a little low. But still a great job there of winning the first round. And he snuck it in there. Babs did. So now we got bullseyes for throw number 2. Grammatical error with a 2-point lead going into throw number 3. And Babs is good, just outside a little bit, but still inside the circle. Still a 2-point lead. And, yep, Babs is in. Grammatical error is in. So Matt has a 2-point lead. Matt usually always goes for clutch. Again, unless he's kind of in a 4-point position, but even then he usually tries to go for clutch. So he likes practicing for that. And a 5 and a 7. Oh, so we are tied again. Unbelievable. Going to Big Axe for the second round in a row. But this time it is Babs with the comeback. His grammatical error had a 3 in the first round, had to come back and get a premier clutch to tie it. And then now Babs with the premier clutch to tie. There's a throw from Matt. That is right solid good. Let's see if Babs can duplicate that. So with Big X throwing, they pretty much throw until the tie is broken. If it continues after 2 or 3 throws, then they can go for clutch. And that is a 3. Looks like, yep. So they pretty much did the opposite sequence of the first round. Where the first round, Grammatical Error had the 3 in one of the throws, needed the Premier Clutch to tie, and he did. Went into Big Axe, but Babs took it with a bullseye in Big Axe and won that round. And then the second round, same scenario, different players. Grammatical Error needed the Babs needed the comeback, got the Premier Clutch to tie it, win the Big Axe, and Grammatical Error wins with a bullseye Big Axe. So, again, not to keep emphasizing how even these players are, but that is as mirrored image as you could possibly get. And they open up round number 3 with bullseyes. And, ooh, Matt's might be a little high, but I think he's got it. All right. Perfect 5s going into the final throw. Ooh, let's see. 5 for Babs. Just missed the Premier. And I think Grammatical Error gets the Premier Clutch on that one. So he takes round number 3. Now he is up 2 rounds to 1. No Big Axe on that one, but that was still very close to becoming Big Axe. Oop, Babs is a little low for his opening throw. Round number 4. So Grammatical Error with an early lead in round number 5. Round number 4, I'm sorry. All right, bullseyes for both. So again, best of 7. Keep throwing until first 1 to 4 round wins. Matt's good. Ooh, Babs might be a little high. Oh, no, he's shaking his head. Does not like it. Ooh, Babs is going to need a comeback to try to even out the series. And Babs and... oh, they both get 3s. Ooh, this is where kind of endurance becomes a thing. All right, so Matt with a 4-point lead. And that looks solid for Babs for the 5. Grammatical Error has a 5. All right, so he will take that round. So now he is up 3 rounds to 1. So 1 more round win for Grammatical Error, and that will do it. He will be the champion. The reason being is that Grammatical Error is coming from the A bracket, and since he does not have any losses, he will need to lose twice in order to be eliminated, where Noah is coming from the B bracket. He will have to win the first round in order for the first match in order for there to be a second match, since he already has a loss earlier in the playoffs. So we do have the double elimination rule in effect still for the championship. So basically to say that there's Noah is back is against the wall, but he has been known to make some comebacks of his own. So do not count him out just yet. Series of 5s. Oh, whoa! I think Noah's got a 3. He's going to have to make a big comeback to try to stay alive here. There's Matt with a bull. Solid bullseye for Babs. So Grammatical Error with a 2-point lead. If he gets a Premier Clutch, he will be the champion. Here are the throws. A 5 for Matt. Oh, if that's a premier, he stays alive. Oh, please be it premier. Premier helps. Oh, they're going to have to take a look at this. Ooh, this could easily determine the match right now. Because if it's just a 5, then grammatical error wins. If it's a 7, then they tie the round and they go to Big Axe and Bab stays alive. So we're going to get Shane over here to kind of take a look. So hard to tell. We're going to have to take a closer look at that right side. It's kind of hard to tell because it's going to be this is going to determine the match right here. Could, basically. So it looks like he's gonna start pulling it. We'll switch to this angle right here. Kind of see it a little bit better. All right, what's it gonna be, Shane? We're being very careful with this because he knows what's on the line for this call. For those of you who don't think that axe throwing has any drama, welcome to today, where we had drama aplenty today, especially even with this last throw here, possibly last throw. But we had such a great tournament today, such a lot of fun. Do encourage anyone who is thinking to come out and just try it out. They are open, I believe, 7 days a week. You can always come in for 30 minutes or an hour. We give you free throwing lessons. If you've never thrown before, we'll give you lessons to kind of help you certain techniques. If you are a little bit more advanced, you're free to come in and just throw for a little bit, just to come in with your friends and have fun. If you are wanting to have a little bit of fun, oh, looks like it's good. All right. So we have Big Axe coming. Wow. All right. We play on. We had a little bit of a pause and we're trying to orient ourselves. How close was that last one?
And that one sucked. It was so there was the pen was completely gone. That top like 3/16 of the corner of the clutch. So there was like nothing left to reference. Hit 9. There you go. Oh, a high 3 for Noah. Yeah, so the pen line had completely disappeared at that top corner of it, so it took forever to try to get a read on it. But he had all of the paint on the outside of the blade and none of it on the inside.
Ooh,
I think he tucked it in.
I think he got it. Matt is a champion. Nice job. Ooh. Man. All right. Sorry, we kind of had to cut off Shane there for a little second because we had to finish the match. Oh, wow. What a series that was. All right, we're all right, we're going to do a little bit of the trophy presentation if you guys want to stick around and join us for that. Matt, do you want a few words on your victory?
I am very fortunate that I kind of figured Big Axe out towards the end when it counted. I was kind of all over the place in some of those earlier ones, but no, that was fun. When you go up against Babs and Shane, it's just going to come down really to who can hit the most clutches and just make the fewest mistakes. And I made just enough throws to take it in, so I'll take it. It's whenever you beat these guys, it's worth it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
I was saying earlier, the three of you, because Babs has really gotten a lot better, and he's getting to your guys' level.
Oh, I know. You saw, like, even after, like, he took that first round, and even after I took a few in a row, he, just right there at the end, he made that last throw, and I didn't, and he forced Big Axe, and, it's fun. I love it. I love it. Playoffs should be this way. Like, it should come down to, like, the last axe in, like, a frame or something like that. And Shane and I came down to the last axe. Babs and Shane went down to the last axe. I think you and Caitlin went down to the last axe a few. Like, that's the way it should be. This what makes this game fun. I love it.
This was quite the playoff series today. This was.
Our little league has great, despite how small it is, we have great playoffs, don't we?
Yes.
It is fun stuff. I've had such a ball throwing. I love all of our leagues here. But I really look forward to Wednesdays just because, this is just like, it's a murder league, but it's such a fun murder league. Like, it doesn't feel like one, even though it absolutely is. So I love it. I'm glad we've got it.
Well, I think the thing is, with all the talent in the room, it also elevates. It's like the whole phrase, like, all the rising tides raises all ships.
Yeah, it does.
And that's kind of the thing here is, like, the pool of talent helps everybody else in here get so much better.
No, and we all, because the thing is, like, what I love about this sport is that people are not, like, territorial about, like, once they get to a point, and then when new players come around, people do their best almost always to elevate the new players. Because it's like, why would you, like, not wish that somebody could get good and get to the point where they can beat you? I mean, like, what fun is it if, like, I love it. And especially in this league, like, Caitlin and I were just looking at her axe scores. Like, she's been throwing for, like, about a year, and this whole season, she only had 5 drops the entire season. And that's, sometimes, when she was just starting out, as same with me back when I was starting out, I would sometimes drop 5 axes or more in the same match. I mean, that's crazy, just the amount of improvement, and that's, part of why she's our most improved player. But I love it. I've really, really enjoyed throwing with you guys, and I hope we get to keep throwing for a lot longer because this is fun. I love it.
All right. Well, congratulations, Matt.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll put up the graphic for anyone that is interested in our leagues. Let's see if we can find this for you guys. Okay. All right. Looks like I'm going to be presenting the trophies, but I will leave this up here for now. For anyone who is interested, again, contact avlaxthrowing.com, or you can call the number 828-903-8293. We are located in the Asheville Mall, and I will leave this up to you. I think Shane might come in and say a few words, but I will do the trophy presentation for everybody else. So for now, I will bid adieu.
Before we sign off, I just wanted to note that tonight, I'm sure if you've been tuned into the whole broadcast, you would have seen this, but our humble narrator to my left had to, in order to stay alive, had to step up and hit a spicy clutch and just drove it right down the middle. That is not, I don't care how good you are at this game, that is not an easy thing to do in any situation, let alone in a playoff, and to stay alive, like to get the match going. So, well done, sir.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That was an awesome, like that's the kind of throw that ultimately, I mean, it didn't work out for you this time because, Babs is tough. But, that's the kind of throw that ultimately wins matches. And, that's awesome. So keep that one. I mean, enjoy that one. Keep it in your back pocket. Just know that you can do it. And it's great.
I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. All right. We will sign out for now. I will do the trophy presentation, but we will log out of here. So, again, if you're interested, please contact Valhalla Asheville, and we will see you next playoffs.